Well, Barton Center for Orthopedics and Wellness is always doing some fantastic things for our community. Sitting next to me now, Dr. Wonnacott, you are family physician and chief medical officer for Barton. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Taking time out of what sounds like, with your titles, a very busy schedule.
Well, it's always busy. Good to be busy.
It is good to be busy. Don't let too much grass grow under your feet. So this evening we are talking about opioids and within our community. Does South Lake Tahoe have noticed a marked problem with opiates?
Oh yes, the problem is really diffuse across the country. Unfortunately, we at South Lake Tahoe have a bit more than average, and it comes in all different types. People with just regular prescription problems, and then those who have then transitioned to maybe heroin or something even otherwise dangerous. So it's something quite prevalent. You know, we did a community health needs assessment recently, and remarkably 57% of those who responded stated that substance abuse had really negatively affected their lives.
Wow.
And that's much higher than the national average. Yeah. So it's something of concern to all of us, and we'll do what we can to try to solve the problem.
So how is Barton stepping in? I mean, it's nice that you put out these community needs assessments and hear from the community. How do you step in and say, here's what we need to do?
A large part of the substance abuse happens to be with opioids, and you know, that can result from an initial prescription, and then some folks who get that prescription, then they end up having a struggle with it. Up to 25% will have a struggle with some kind of potential dependence on it. And so what we have done, and what the nation is starting to embrace more and more, is providing a medication that helps to substitute. It's an opioid that is not the heroin or the oxycodone. It's one that has some more safety to it, a little bit better control, and we will provide that. But you have to have a special license to be able to use that.
Okay.
And so recently we have had some of our providers get this waiver to be able to prescribe, and so we are starting what's called a medication-assisted treatment of opioid use disorder at Barton.
Interesting. So how can people learn more about this?
Well, probably the best way is this coming Thursday at 6 o'clock in the evening. When I say coming, it's February 28th.
Yes.
Then I will be actually presenting a lecture, and that will be describing the problem, the opioid crisis, as well as what's happening here. And we'll show what Barton is doing and how people can be involved, and those who are affected by it then can reach out to us. So Thursday the 28th would be an opportunity. Fantastic.
So this is medication-assisted treatment program that Barton is offering, a different way of handling this opioid crisis, and it sounds like a much safer way.
Yeah, it really is. And you know, I've had people who have been in really terrible circumstances, even homeless, because they're paying for illegal drugs, and they simply are dependent on something that has ruined their life. And yet, when they start this medication, then really quickly they become functional and are able to do completely a change in their life. So it's been exciting to see.
Absolutely. Once again, when is this lecture so people can know and attend?
Okay, so it's Thursday, February 28th from 6 to 7 p.m. And this will be at the Center for Orthopedics and Wellness, which is that beautiful new building next to Barton Memorial Hospital.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening, Dr. Wonnacott.
My pleasure.
All right, we will be back with more Tahoe Tonight.